Hi, I'm Andrew Dahl here at Bird Colgin Ford, and today I'm going to introduce you to the 2021 Ford Explorer. This is the second year for the complete redesign that they had last year, and Ford has done a little tweaks and changes all for your benefit. This is the 30th year for the Ford Explorer. We've been one of the #1 selling SUVs for 30 years, and in those 30 years they've gone from 155 horsepower to 300 horsepower and 28 miles per gallon. So let me take a minute and introduce you. First, let's take a look at the Ford Explorer ST. ST stands for Sport Tuned, and Ford's been doing that for a while. They had Focuses and Fiestas that were STs, and Ford no longer is making those cars, and they've moved into putting that ST on the Edge and the Explorer, and it's unbelievable. You can have your normal Explorer with 300 horsepower and inline 4-cylinder, or you can go to the ST that's a 3.0 twin turbo with 400 horsepower. We've got a 10.1-inch LCD screen, portrait mounted here, that does a full infotainment center, so you've got your navigation, radio, everything that you can need there. There's a 12.3-inch full digital display in the front, so the old analog gauges from your tachometer to your speedometer is all gone. It's been replaced with this digital cluster, which is amazing. You can set it up for calm mode, which only shows your speed, or you can have lots of information on it. It's up to you. It's totally programmable. Moving along, the steering wheel in the ST is different. It's more shaped for sports ergonomics with your hand, a flatter bottom here. And on the steering wheel, you'll notice a lot of buttons, but they control the computers and your adaptive cruise control, your lane keeping assist, all controlled from right here. The lane keeping assist has a camera here in the front above the rear view mirror that looks ahead. Not only is it looking for the lanes, but it's also reading street signs. So as you pass a street sign, say you're going from 55 to 65, it'll read that street sign, display it on your dash, and in the new adaptive cruise control intelligent cruise, it will adjust your speed accordingly, up and down, without having to touch the brake or the gas. Moving down to the center cluster here, we've got air conditioned seats, heated steering wheel. There's a 360 camera that we can just turn on the front camera to see in front of us. Down below, you've got parking brake now is no longer a push pedal or a pull arm. It's just a button up and down here. You've got auto hold, which is one of my favorite features on the new Explorer, and it's from the XLT all the way up. And what that does, if you have kids in the back and you're going through a drive-through and you actually come to a complete stop with your brakes on, and you let your foot off the gas to reach back and take care of something, the brakes are locked and the car won't roll forward or roll backwards. So in stoplights, ATMs, drive-throughs, you don't have to worry about hitting the car in front of you if you get preoccupied. I love that feature. When you come down to the drive modes right below that, we've got selectable drive modes that change this 12.3-inch digital display up here. You've got a sports mode, an eco mode, rock crawl, mud and sand, and all adjustable here. And with the engine and the turbos and the new technology, it changes the drive drastically, and it's a lot of fun. Other buttons here, we've got a button that will parallel park or perpendicular park all by itself. You literally take your hands off the wheel, hold this button, and this thing will park itself. It's amazing. Ford has decided to go with these captain's chairs as standard, which I think was a great idea. They added center armrests so I can ride comfortably and lean. It has a little bit of a recline, about 3 inches, that gives me just enough room to take a nap if I wanted to. But sitting back here at my size, I can travel comfortably all the way across the country with no problem. In between the seats, there is a cup holder that will hold a tablet, so that with that tablet leaning, both passengers here and third row can see it. We've got individual air vents for each passenger, whether it's third row or the center chairs here. In front, we've got buttons for heated seats back here. We can control the air. There's also a 150-watt inverter for a household plug, a C charger, and a USB charger. So no matter what you bring on the trip, you can get it charged. A little feature that seems simple, but I think is fantastic. If you've got a car seat, it's the middle of August and the sun is shining in, they have built-in shades. You just lift up, hook in, give your baby some shade. Getting into the third row has always been a problem in SUVs. If you're under the age of 15, you just fly through the middle and get in the back, it's great. But if you're my age, Ford has made this a little easier. Just a button here on top of the seat that you push, the seat comes forward and slides all the way up. There's plastic steps to get straight back to the back, makes it so much easier. Let's take a look at the back of the Ford Explorer. There's some convenience items that I really like. If you walk up to your car with your hands full, you just swing your foot underneath, the lift gate opens. When that opens, we have access to this rear storage compartment. I can just push a button to lay this third row down, just straight down. So once those are down, there's quite a bit of storage up to that second row. If you had groceries, there's a storage compartment down here that we actually have dividers that I can slide in to separate things that you don't want rolling around. Or you can keep something stored down there like jumper cables or a first aid kit or anything like that, and you can just keep it hidden and out of the way. To really appreciate this Explorer, we need you to come down and take a test drive, whether it be the inline 4-cylinder with 300 horsepower or the 400 horsepower ST. You really got to get behind the wheel and put your hands on it to understand what it's all about. Thanks again. Look forward to seeing you. Give us a call at 254-666-2473, or you can find us online at bkford.com.